I know everyone says this, but I am genuinely excited to tell you about our newest sponsor, Keen. What is Keen, you ask? I cannot wait to tell you. Keen is the leading provider of online psychic readings. With more than 35 million successful sessions under their belt, Keen is one of the most trusted providers in the space. I'm talking about tarot readings. I'm talking about love life readings. I'm talking about astrology readings. And yes, I'm talking about chakra cleansings and many more areas of expertise. Go to trykeen.com/thoseguys and get your first 5 minutes of any reading for only $1. What? The world is made up of things we don't understand, of things we can't see or touch, so expand your horizons while supporting those guys you hate.
Those guys.
We're starting to put something together. We're getting really great feedback. The show's going to have a little bit of a different feel. We're going to start mixing it up a little bit.
You hate.
Like the Sharks and the Jets. We're going to tie our hands together and we're each going to have a switchblade, Tyler. And we're going to poke at each other. And you're a Puerto Rican. And I don't, it really just speaks to our times, doesn't it?
You're really going back.
Those guys.
And we are back.
I'm very embarrassed in how this is genuine. I'm embarrassed in how I handled that. This thing with my pain with other people, I wish I could get rid of it.
You can.
It's by doing what?
By releasing. The same thing with your emotions. When those feelings come up, you just release and let it go.
Tyler, you have sounded like such a fool on this. I've never heard you miss the mark so often.
You literally put your hands to your ears as I was talking about it, as if you were preparing for an atomic bomb about to drop off in the distance.
Why do I have... First of all, I think that those noises are going to come back to haunt me.
Yeah.
And number two, why do I react that way? I'm asking for genuine insight.
Childhood trauma, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I can't handle hearing about other people's pain. I feel like I can feel it. Anyway, This isn't about me.
Yeah. Well, Ryan, please welcome the audience to Miami and then tell them why they should never come here.
They'll figure it out when they get here. People are moving to Miami at a precipitous rate, and they are clogging all of the highways and just making life generally unenjoyable. And that's part of the Miami experience. So before you move here, I just want to give you some ideas about how this really works. It's not the South Beach that you see in movies. Welcome to Miami. Tyler, this one caught me off guard this week. My yoga teacher training group, So Miami, in many ways. Pre-planned lateness, Tyler. Pre-planned lateness. Lateness is built into the society that we live in. People, I would like to hear your experience. People, when you're late for something, don't even really judge you for it. They almost expect it. Comedy shows, sports, events. They expect for people down here to be late. And there's this one woman we were going to go meet at a yoga class, and she tells me, hey, I think I'm going to be running a few minutes late. It was like 3 hours before the yoga class. And I'm like, you can't figure this out somewhere along the way? You can't shave a few seconds off? You're planning to be late. That's insane.
Yeah.
Well, have you had any experiences with that?
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to somebody letting you know way ahead of time, it's usually because something just popped up at that time
This is
where they're supposed to be there.
A history of behavior.
But yes, okay. And that's totally fair. When it comes to the general rule of being late, yes. People expect it. That does not mean it doesn't piss us people who are on time off constantly.
We wouldn't know. We're not there to talk to you.
I know.
I will say this to you. I have an issue with lateness. I've been disrespectful to you in the past. I've apologized and then done it again.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yep.
Are
you pre-planning your apology?
Yes. I check your inbox.
I'm sorry about being late tomorrow.
I am one of the best in that group at being on time. That tells you everything you need to know.
So you care more about that yoga class than you do about your family?
No, they just suck. They all suck.
Oh, they're just later than you.
Super late.
Oh,
Super late in the most Miami way possible. Welcome to Miami. And last thing I'm going to put on here is I heard somebody say something very funny this week off of the Mystery Crate, which is in the Lebitard network. They said the worst things about flight home to Miami is that you're surrounded by people from Miami, which I just thought was a very funny concept and very true.
Yeah.
Yep. And that is Welcome to Miami.
Welcome to Miami. Now leave.
Yeah. Goodbye from Miami forever. There's too many people down here, Tyler.
Way too many people. And we're getting to the hot season now, or getting into the hot season. It's May, and we're hitting like record temperatures for this month.
Record numbers.
It's pretty crazy.
Got to get those numbers up.
Those are rookie numbers. And in Mexico, I just read that they had a 10-day streak between the 12th and the 22nd, I think it was, where temperatures hit record numbers, and like 15 people died because of how hot it is. Monkeys are dropping dead and just falling out of the trees because of how hot it's getting.
Insane.
And because of dehydration. Are we going to do something about this?
There is somebody in our life that we're very close to who says that, what's that called, where the temperature is rising?
Warming.
Not real, invented as a economic boon for, I don't know who's making money on that.
That's what I'm curious about. Who's siphoning money off of this?
They say that the planet, they've been saying this about the planet since he was a kid, and he thinks that it's all not real.
Yeah.
And it makes me furious.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where when I was growing up, and even not that long ago, we were talking about this like, yeah, man, our kids are going to have to deal with this. Our grandkids are going to have to deal with this. Bro, we are dealing with it now.
I would have been fine with that. The idea that I'm dealing with it, I would have changed my ways, Tyler. If I could just push it back 50 more years, I would have lived a different life.
I really do in my life want to be other-centered, not self-centered,
unless you're
other-centered.
at a Chipotle.
Unless I'm at a Chipotle. There is something, and I'm sad to admit this, but it is true. There was something comforting about me not having to deal with this bullshit, and I would feel bad for my kids.
Listen,
but it's on you.
I'm assuming my grandkids are going to be assholes. I assume they're going to be spoiled little bitches, and this is what happens to spoiled little bitches.
I thought you were just
not me. I've had a rough life.
I was assuming your kids just couldn't get a date.
Well, if there's some sort of a miracle and I have grandkids, they're going to be assholes.
Sorry, Arj. Ryan, let's jump, because we were being such assholes right there in that moment. That is a perfect jumping off point to get into douche of the week.
You got to give me some heads up here, Tyler.
Yes, douche of the week. It is self-explanatory. We just call a behavior out, a person out, anybody out that is acting like a douche. Ryan, do you have one for us this week?
Well, you're just springing this on me.
I texted you yesterday about it.
Oh, did you?
I did. Yeah.
I happen to have one, just out of the blue. Okay, I'll make mine quick because I've been talking a lot today. Douche of the week, honking in your car. We've talked about this before. Are you a honker?
Only in very necessary situations.
Like save your car.
If somebody's about to hit me or something, I'll honk.
Right. Okay.
Or if I'm if the light just turned green and the person doesn't realize it after a few seconds, I'll give a very quick honk.
Wait, what was it?
Honk.
That's your whole body is in that.
You gotta give it the oof.
That's good, man.
It's gotta be quick with it.
Tyler, you're lifting your pelvic floor. I can see it. Okay, all of those things, it's a strategic honk. Have you ever seen somebody on the highway with traffic, stop traffic as far as the eye can see, just laying into their horn, not at anybody, just at everybody? Have you ever seen that?
Of course.
That person is my douche of the week. What are you accomplishing? What is this?
They want everybody around them to know they're upset.
How is your afternoon going, sir? Would you like to talk?
Yeah.
I'm worried about you.
Another welcome to Miami. They're late, and now they're honking at everybody else, making it their problem.
You're making me later.
Exactly.
Yeah, douche of the week.
Ryan, for my douche of the week, we're going back to businesses for this one.
What's your problem with businesses,
Just
Tyler?
everything about them. Capitalism in general.
They're in charge of this country.
It's very true. Any person or business that uses that stupid ass quote, if you're on time, you're late.
Oh.
And if you're early, you're on time.
Okay.
You're my douche of the week.
I thought that was like a coach's thing. I thought that was like, to my players, you better be here 10 minutes ahead of time.
That's stupid as hell. If you set the time to be here at 6:30 and I am here on the dot at 6:30,
you're late.
I'm on time. No, I'm on time.
That's not what my coach told me.
You're not paying me to be here at 6:25 or 6:20 or 6:15. My schedule says 6:30. Guess what time I'm getting here? 6:45.
Please. You don't understand how long I honked. I think that is a very interesting concept. It's funny because you're the on-time guy.
And guess what on time means? The time you scheduled me for.
Yep, you're late. So here's the thing. If it involves a business thing, a job thing where you're being paid, I agree with you. I always thought that was in the idea of being thoughtful of other people's time. Not like You're required to be here.
I've had managers tell me.
Yep.
I've had managers tell me, you better be here early. Then pay me for being early.
When you said businesses, I'm thinking of businesses that you frequent. You're talking about businesses that you've worked for.
That you work for.
That definitely, I know exactly what you're talking about. And that's a big F you.
No, if I go into a business as a customer and somebody tells me that, I'm going to burn the building down.
I'm going to go ahead and leave. Thank you, though. No, that's a good one. Douche of the week.
Yeah.
Double douche.
And that was Douche of the Week.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank
Beautiful,
you, Ryan.
beautiful.
All right. Well, that was fun. I feel like we've really put people in their place.
I hate doing that to people, but it felt necessary.
It's very necessary. Much like the hear ye, we don't like to wield this power, but we feel that we must.
I just realized there's a lot of similarities between those two segments. One, we're pretending to tell you to do something. The other one, we're telling you not to do something. It's a whole thing.
And while calling you a douche.
Yeah, you know what? It's all about the window dressing.
Let's go to break. Let me tell you about our newest partner, Mint Mobile. With Mint Mobile, you can drop your expensive cell phone plan without having to sacrifice coverage, speed, or data. They're able to provide such an amazing offer by cutting out the middleman and selling to you directly online. Plans start for as little as $15 a month. $15 a month, guys. That is so unbelievably cheap. And making the switch is incredibly easy. Keep your current phone and phone number and activate your plan in minutes. Remember to support those who help us. Just go to trymintmobile.com/thoseguys to get started. That's trymintmobile.com/thoseguys.
Those guys.
We just understand advertising so much better that you can't prove it. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Yeah. You're all done. Is that what that hand waving like that
I'm
means?
all done. I figured we'd do a silent communication sort of thing, and you fucked it up.
I like this when we do silent connection. I think this is good.
You hate.
I think this is good that we can kind of communicate with one another without the audience knowing.
Ending each other's
Sandwiches?
correct.
So you're all done.
All done.
Silently now I know that.
Those guys you hate.
And we are back.
Hey!
We are back.
Golfing.
Let's jump right into Week in Review. Week in Review. Ryan, tell him what Week in Review is.
Tyler and I, chunky. Tyler and I, we say a lot of things on this show. And as the evolution of the show goes along, we're becoming less and less sure of ourselves, which is a sign of intelligence. Tyler and I say a lot. We go back, we look it up, we have a little fun to see if we were right or not. This is Week in Review.
Ryan, would you like to go first?
I will go first. Tyler, I'm going to start off my Week in Review with, I've been very excited because we talked about, and I'm sorry about this up front, we talked about animal orgasm noises because we're sophomoric and immature in nature. Was I disappointed by the internet's efforts? Oh, yeah. I really was. I think of the internet as being this ethereal, disgusting broom closet in the back of the proverbial sex shop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the internet is supposed to be a disgusting place. I thought we would have a nice, romp in the field with fun animal orgasm noises, and I was very disappointed with what I found.
Well, we it used to be that way, where it was building towards being able to find anything. There was a lot of wildly immoral things on the internet. And then
Better time.
And then everything just got corporatized. Corporations got involved, advertising got involved, and now all the ways that we search for websites nowadays have just been funneled through these channels just to direct us to more businesses.
Got to get on that dark web, baby.
Yeah.
Got to get on that dark web.
Yeah.
Week in Review, we get on the dark web.
Oh God.
All right, I like this. All right, so I'm going to give you what I got. I mean, of course, we started off with the classic, the tortoise sex. Tyler and I have seen this one live.
Not on purpose. We didn't go looking for turtle sex.
Well, you do your thing, I do my thing.
We just sprung upon turtle sex.
We went, where was that?
We were on vacation somewhere. And
Costa Rica?
Maybe.
Anyway, I like to name drop.
Yeah.
And we went into some sort of a tortoise sanctuary, and them tortoises be fucking, y'all.
Yeah.
It
It's like a
also
retirement home.
Sounds like this.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so just so you know, there's different timbers, it's not all exactly the same. So the only other things that I could find was, and I mean, that's those two freaky tortoises over at Busch Gardens. The only other thing that I could find was snow leopards.
Now that one I relate to. Wow.
Yeah.
It goes on for a while.
No pussy jokes.
Take a breath, dude.
Yeah. Dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Snow leopards seem like they have feminine voices no matter what gender they are.
Okay. And in this one, yes, they are. I love the big cats.
Yeah.
I know we're doing a bit of tomfoolery here, but I love the big cats. I find them to be beautiful. The panthers, the golden panthers.
Agreed.
Tigers, incredible. And finally,
Especially when they're banging.
this one isn't even an animal sex sound. This is apparently a parakeet that had been in the room while people were constantly having sex and picked up some of the noises.
Uh-huh. That is unfortunate.
I'm going to be honest. I'm not even sure that this is real.
You gotta let that parakeet go. Just let it fly away. That is disturbing. They can't be real.
I don't think the internet would lie about this.
Sounds like a chipmunk.
That's so ridiculous. Dude.
Turn it off. It's terrible.
I was recording this and laughing so hard. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure that was real.
That was very off-putting.
Yeah, there you go.
That was like if you typed in the command into AI like 3 years ago, make me a sound of a parrot having sex with human noises.
Listen, when I first started dating someone and they showed me a video of a guy having sex with a snake, okay? This person looked it up and showed it to me. It's not in my search history. This is something disgusting. It was terrible. It changed my life seeing that video.
Oh, it's still a reflection on you on who you're dating.
They won't sell me snakes anymore.
Yeah.
But the deal is...
Well, you just keep burning through them.
Do you guys do any sort of like a group discount? But the idea is that now this is what the internet has to offer. Get the fuck out of here. That's whack. Except for that parakeet thing.
That parakeet one was pretty
Pretty
good.
hot, man.
Yeah. Ryan, last week we discussed how prevalent body dysmorphia is these days.
You're so professional.
Thank you. And I made a reference to The Rock once saying in an interview that he is completely natural. Did he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that. Excuse me, let me try that again.
Yeah.
I've heard a bunch of people say this, and that is offensive to me.
Agreed.
Truly.
It was an interview back in 2009 with Fortune magazine when he was promoting Escape to Witch Mountain or whatever the hell that movie was called.
That was a good one.
When asked about it, he said, and I quote, "Me and my buddies tried it back in the day when I was 18 or 19, didn't know what we were doing," unquote. He goes on to say, when discussing people who doubt the veracity of the claim, quote, "Sure, you'll get a lot of people out there who will suspect and say shit. They want to negate the hard work you put in," unquote. As if he is saying that because he takes steroids, he didn't work hard.
That's it right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, steroids don't immediately make you look like The Rock. They give you the energy and they let your muscles heal faster, but you still have to put in a shitload of work. But the fact that this guy can come out and say this while looking like he did is... Dude,
it's harmful.
When he did that movie with Mark Wahlberg about the bodybuilders and he looked like...
Pain and Gain.
And he looked like a fucking boulder of a human being.
The boulder is ready to shoot the scene.
And to pretend like you didn't do steroids during that time, get the fuck out of here.
But this is all over the place. This is all over the place, and it's cool that we're talking about it for men, but women have it even... I mean, listen, we all got it bad at this point. This idea of people go get this Botox, they go get this thing shaved off, they go get this thing put on, they get things injected into their face, and then they're like, No, this is just how I look naturally. The damage that does to a 12-year-old girl who's like, this is what I want to be like. I should look like this.
Yeah.
That's not fair. You don't understand the weapon that you're wielding.
Absolutely. And it comes
for men too.
And it comes from a place of insecurity or having to maintain an image, I guess, in The Rock's case, whatever it is.
That perfect streak.
But you're destroying the mindset of thousands, if not millions of people around the world.
This is what you should look like. And if you don't look like that, then there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
I hate that. Hey, go get that Botox. Go get that filler. Do steroids. But at least be honest about it.
Agreed.
At least, just say, hey, this is how I got it. All right, Tyler. Last week or whenever, we discussed the woman who was attacked by a chimpanzee.
Oh, yeah.
Because she was giving the chimpanzee Xanax in wine. Did that actually happen?
The perfect Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
It
Yeah, it
really
did.
did. We got to get some nose in here.
Yeah.
It did. It wasn't the woman who owned the chimpanzee. It was her neighbor, Charla Nash.
Oh, that is way more unfortunate.
It really is.
If it's
Truly.
if it's the consequences of your own actions, I don't want anybody's arms to get ripped off.
Oh, it's worse than that.
But I and he like mauled her face or something like that.
Injuries to her face and hands resulting in the loss of her nose. Last I checked, kind of important.
Yeah.
Losing your nose stinks, am I right?
I need that to smell.
Eyes, lips. I feel like my lips.
What would you rather lose?
My nose or my lips?
Yeah.
I do have a nice set of lips.
You do. You
Yes.
got a nice nose too, though.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Tyler. But
Yeah.
nobody's ever, I have DSN. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, now you do.
Just push really hard.
Which one would you rather lose?
I guess my lips.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can wear a mask.
You're walking around like that.
Does that guy have great teeth
Yeah.
or what? Yeah, you know what? I don't have great teeth, so maybe my nose.
Fair enough. Maybe you could go nose and then just save the lips to explain why you lost your nose.
That is great. Or I could lose my nose. Never mind.
Yeah.
And hands. We shouldn't be making fun. This is terrible. This happened February 16th, 2009. The injuries were so extensive that she underwent multiple surgeries,
Poor
including
woman.
a full face transplant and a double hand transplant. Though the hand transplants were not successful due to complications. I didn't even read that part yet. And we're having fun here. That's terrible.
Yeah, of course it's terrible.
really awful.
I think anything in the world should be we should be able to make jokes about and laugh at.
Sure.
While also acknowledging that's very terrible.
We aren't the one who went through it. So Chat GPT, who I've been calling that Chat GPT, never mind.
Yeah.
I then typed in, wasn't she letting the chimpanzee drink wine? And it shot back. There were reports and testimonies that suggested unusual behavior in the care of Travis, the chimpanzee. Sandra Harold, the owner, had treated Travis like a human and engaged in behaviors which would sometimes mix Xanax with wine and all that stuff. So follow-up question. Is Google terrified of ChatGPT?
Yes.
Are they like bailing water out of a sinking ship? Because it is too good. I don't know that I will ever Google again unless I need like physical data.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know if you've seen, but Google has pushed out their own AI.
Talked about it last week.
Yeah, we did, but I don't know if you've seen the fact that they are getting such blowback because there have been reports and shown on the internet that their AI is pulling answers from places like Reddit and The Onion. They have given people like...
What's wrong with that? It's a credible source.
When one person asked, how do I make my pizza dough more pliable, whatever the word
Sure.
is, and the AI, Google's AI literally said back, you can mix in some glue to make it better.
Okay. You've never eaten glue?
When I was like 3.
Dude, I'm telling you, try it. Put that Elmer's glue on your hand, let it dry. You rip it off. You get the thin little spider web, looks like your hand. Put it right on the tongue. Give it a shot.
I don't know if you're being serious or not.
I don't either.
And that's the thing is just to stem the flow of people leaving their product, they're pushing out this incomplete product.
And-
it's fucking insane.
But they saw this coming. They knew that they just didn't expect it to be this.
I don't know if they saw ChatGPT kind of just popped up out of nowhere. They seem to be like the forerunners, and the way that they have been increasing the ability of this tool while Google and Microsoft and all these companies are sitting around like, oh, we don't know what the fuck to do.
Wow.
It's insane.
A young up-and-comer breaking the system over its knee.
And every day, Sam Altman looks more and more like an evildoer, which is sad.
In terms of?
Or he's just there have reports come out now that he was fired. The person who runs
Sure.
ChatGPT. He was fired from his last job for psychopathic behavior. He has.
What's the problem with that? That's what you want in a CEO, baby.
No, it's not.
Oh.
When that whole thing happened with the board of directors,
Firing him.
and they fired him, and then he
keyed their car.
different workers against each other, and then we come to find out that the board of directors actually fired him over ethical concerns, and then they got rid of the board instead of him. So it's all hearsay at this point.
It's all over, Tyler.
But, yeah.
Truly, I mean this, and I mean let's have fun until it's done. But I mean it's all done. We're finished.
Yeah,
That's
that's been
it.
a fun ride.
Megamind, save me.
Ryan, last week we discussed the Thai politician who was having an affair with her adopted monk son. And we asked...
What's so salacious about that?
And we asked, because that's obviously the important aspect of the story, do monks be fucking?
Nope. Oh, yeah.
There are many monastic traditions, specifically within Buddhism and Christianity.
Monastic meaning monastery, like living in the church.
And monks take vows of celibacy.
Okay.
Which means they commit to abstaining from sexual activity. But this practice is only found in certain sects.
Okay.
But not all. So some monks do be fucking, and some monks don't be fucking.
Birthday sects.
Yes, Ryan.
Why do we take away these people's ability to be fucking? It seems to be causing some issues.
Well, I think monks it's voluntary. With
Priests.
with priests and stuff. Well, it's also voluntary. You have to enter into the service, but the rule is you can't bang.
Why?
You have
That
to-
could really help us out here. This
Sure.
could really fix some things if we say, didn't God invent sex?
Pretty sure.
We can review.
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did God invent sex?
Yeah, it's the same way that he invented weed. Why are all of you all of you religious people arguing against
Thank
it?
you.
It was given to us by God.
It is the devil's lettuce, though. Tyler, last week
God created the devil. He did.
Damn it,
He
Tyler.
created all the angels.
God, this guy knows his literature. All right, I don't even remember this. We asked, in Virginia, is incest illegal?
Okay.
Shockingly,
Oh, yeah.
now,
it
which apparently it is considered a class 5 felony. Did you know that?
Is it worse as you go up in number or less
It
worse?
depends on how hot your mom is. A class 5 felony, that shocked me.
Yeah.
I did not expect that. So
They really had to stem the tide.
all right,
They really had to stop everybody.
Guys, I'm going to move this up from misdemeanor. Knock it off. So it begged the question, is there anywhere in the world where
Incest
is legal? What do you think?
I would say yes, there is a place.
Oh, yeah.
Where would you guess? For
I
me,
would have guessed Virginia.
Okay, you're being a bit of a bigot here, Tyler. But I would have guessed, and I hope I'm not saying anything wrong, but like, where are the places with like the undiscovered tribes and stuff like that? Like Papua New Guinea is like a place that came to mind, or whatever. I found 3 places that I think might shock you.
Okay. Is one of them Wyoming?
Spain. Consensual incest between adults is not specifically criminalized.
Man, Spanish people are sexy.
Although incestuous marriages are prohibited.
Okay.
And basically the same in the other 2 places, France and Mother Russia, Tyler.
Really?
So I will go ahead and
Wow.
I will invite you to check your inbox, because I'm going to show you something.
Wait,
that
what are you about to show
that
me?
you might find interesting. And I don't
Okay.
know how you're going to work this, but... Thank you, Jucifer.
Okay, so I'm looking at the photo and it says legality of consensual sex between siblings.
Look at me.
No, stop raising your
this
eyebrows at me.
happening? Is this happening?
No, because this is a Europe map. We live in America. Where
Tyler.
things are.
We're going to give a new meaning to the Ural, am I right? All right, I'll chill.
Some of these are very worrying.
Go ahead. Please read what you're looking at. It is, even though I'm doing the thing here, it is interesting information, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, there is, man, legal, yes. Spain, France. It seems like Portugal is also filled up with legal.
Don't say it like that.
There's also legal.
Wait, when you're saying filled up with legal, what you're saying is
The color shows that it's legal.
these places are saying that you will not be arrested if you are caught copulating with your family member.
Yeah. And then what is that? Germany that says legal for same-sex siblings and minors? Italy. It says legal if it does not provoke public scandal.
There you go.
So as long as you hide it from
Tyler,
people?
we get a motel room, we can do whatever we want. Isn't that crazy?
That's so fucking
Europe.
weird. And then
Ew.
I don't know what this country is all the way down south, but it's the only one where it just says legal for minors. What the fuck is that? Country? I gotta look up what country that is.
Let's find that out. So in other words, there is a place where pedophilia is? I should have, man.
No.
We can review.
No, it's legal for siblings, I would imagine, if they're both underage. Legal for minors if they're both.
Bit of a boner killer, isn't it? We'll fix that.
Yeah.
We'll fix that in post.
No, we should just leave that in. Just let everybody know.
Satire, baby. Satire.
Was that your last one?
Could you say something?
No, I just want you to sit in it.
I would really appreciate it.
Ryan, for my very last week in review, last week we discussed people who argue how heterosexual people are condemned just for being straight. Are they?
I was on the wrong page.
Nope.
I'm sure this will come as a shock to absolutely nobody, but there is not a single country on earth that prosecutes people for being straight. Ryan, did you know that there are 6 countries on earth that have the death penalty for homosexual behavior and an additional 5 where it doesn't specifically state that you can be put to death, but it doesn't say that you won't be?
Okay. Wait, say that one more time. So
There are 6 countries
that if you're found to be homosexual,
they'll kill you.
they will kill you. And I would say there's countless other ones where the public will kill you.
Sure.
Right? Like in Jamaica, I don't want to...
Jamaica is that one of them. Jamaica was one example that they gave where it's made immense strides in the 2020s. Thank goodness.
Good for you, Jamaica.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Jamaican me proud.
That was pretty good.
Thank you.
Yeah, that
I mean,
one-
how fucking hard is that, Tyler?
Well, it was in reference to what we're finally talking about.
Is that the key?
Yes.
Because that's hard, dude. That is hard to think of.
It is difficult.
It moves fast.
Ryan, I would like you to guess at how many countries will jail you for being gay.
Okay, I'm feeling, and again, I feel like I'm besmirching a people where not everybody feels that way, but I immediately go to the Middle East. Middle East feels like a place where you're not allowed to do fun.
There's a few
stuff.
in there that are the ones that will kill you if you do
Iran,
it.
Iraq.
Afghanistan.
I suck.
Anyway,
Yep.
How many will put you in jail for being gay?
Fuck.
There are 196 countries on Earth. How many out of those will jail you?
191.
Seriously.
I would say, man, you would, your human mind would think 0, but I'm going to say 15.
First of all, you said your human mind as opposed to what?
My reptile mind. I've heard people say that. That's a thing.
And second of all, you guys 15, over 60.
Wow.
Almost 1/3.
Man, I played that game so
You
good.
played it very well. Thank you.
I'm glad I didn't stick with 191.
Almost 1/3
crazy.
of all countries on earth will jail you just for being born the way that you are.
And ironically enough, that's where most of the gay shit goes down.
Oh yeah.
Now here's my...
Like the Bible Belt down here here in America, they are the biggest proponents against anti-gay.
Sure.
According to Pornhub, the biggest consumers of transsexual and gay porn.
What do you think that is? So the people that are the most worried about it, like how I don't click on transsexual porn because I just don't want to learn that about myself.
But you're not hateful about it.
I'm getting closer and closer though, Tyler.
It's going to happen. Don't worry.
The technology in women that started off as men is just through the roof.
Yeah.
They look better than regular women.
They really do.
It's fucked up, man.
Yeah. Man, us men just taking everything from women.
Yeah.
Even womanhood.
And penises. So what do you think it's a self-hatred thing? Do you think it's a fear of being gay in yourself?
Absolutely. It is. It's this. Well, it's in a way, it's I don't want to say it's not their fault, but it's not their fault that it was done to them initially. Where you grow up in this area where people hate gay people and then
You're indoctrinated.
You're indoctrinated, but then for some of them, for a lot of them who are gay, they go through this self-hatred thing. But then we also have the conversation about telling people you're never, ever allowed to do this.
Down, boy.
Yeah.
Down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that just makes it far
Yeah.
more enticing.
That's really, I mean, basically this is human psychology. And what I find to be so interesting that I love that you just said is, in some ways, it's not your fault, because I do like that thought process of, hey, this person is not just, they're not far as far along as I am in the evolutionary thought process of let people be happy. But also, you have to be responsible for your actions.
Yep.
You can't be hateful. You can't be killing people because you have a raging erection for this kid that you went to kindergarten with. And we all know about it, by the way.
I mean, we talked about John Wayne Gacy last week or the week before,
That's
whatever
where
it
my
was.
mind went.
Exactly. And he was born gay, grew up with a father that hated gay people, probably gay
Could have
himself.
been gay himself.
Absolutely. And then grew up, and he was obviously an extreme case where not everybody who grows up in this way turns into a serial killer, but he just wound up killing young boys because of the turmoil that was going on in himself. Much like a lot of pastors and priests out there who condemn gay people. You fuckers are gay.
Yeah.
I know you're gay.
Yeah.
Just suck a dick and praise God.
Get on your knees, loosen a Bible belt, and just do it
That's
already.
exactly. Oh, so that was pretty good.
Dude, we should probably just keep the show going because I'm feeling my peak.
Let's record the next 4 shows just to get them in.
Let's just shoot it out. You know what it is I think that there is kind of that idea of, and this is my own opinion, being hateful is something that has to be manufactured. Loving is something that's natural. I really believe that. I really do. And people call me crazy or a hippie or whatever the deal is. Hate is something that's bouncing around inside of you. Love is our natural state.
Well, love is internal. It comes from within us naturally. Hatred is, as you said, something that's learned. It comes from the outside.
It's something that festers.
Yeah. But we're taught hatred. It comes from our experiences and our teachings as children from adults. But if you were to just drop a child in the middle of a situation and without knowing hate, all that's going to come out of him is love.
Yeah,
like that's
I know.
it.
I believe that as well. Same thing with dogs. You don't get like a mean dog, you know?
Yeah.
And people and dogs both can have chemical issues,
Sure.
a scientific reason that they're not operating the same as other people, but hate, racism, all that stuff. Babies aren't racist.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
pretty funny though. That'd be a good skit.
For sure.
Baby racist.
And I am all finished with the weekend review. Are you done, Ryan?
That was a fun one.
And that was weekend review.
I knew we had some good stuff. I didn't know what you had, but I was feeling good about sending you that map of where we could fuck legally.
Ryan, tell them how they can get in touch with us.
You can meet us in Portugal.
Yeah.
We'll be there from Saturday we're going to be staying a little bed and breakfast. We're pretty excited about it.
I want to go to Italy. Just as long as we can hide it from the public, we'll be fine.
Shameful. THOSEGUYSYOUHATE.com, where you can hear more of this positive insanity that preaches love and all that other kooky bullshit. THOSEGUYS_YOU_HATE on YouTube and Instagram.
Yes, sir.
Those Guys You Hate on TikTok. Get over there, engage with us. Let's do some, brotherly gay shit as a fan base.
Really been the theme of this episode.
Well, at least the very end, am I right?
Yeah.
Great job, Tyler.
Thank you, buddy. Great job to you. Ryan, what is the moral of the story?
Be honest with yourself about your triggers. When you can start, I just scrolled through, this is the thing that popped up. This idea of me recognizing these feelings that are coming up in me that is stroking my ego in a negative way. Can you stroke your ego in a positive way?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
All
There's
right.
such a thing as positive ego.
Is there?
For sure.
Is that just confidence?
It's self-confidence.
Okay,
It's
working on that.
kindness. As you said, it's scary to be kind sometimes. It's
all the time.
Finding being naturally kind and confident in that's all positive ego.
That is well said. And that idea of just acknowledging those feelings that you're having on a daily basis is terrifying, and it's a huge step in the right way. Being loving with that person who is being triggered, being patient with that person who is being triggered, and then getting your revenge. You know what I mean? Doing it with a calm mind. You know what I mean? Best served cold. Am I right?
Revenge is silent and deadly.
Tyler, I don't know if we did that right. What's your moral of the story?
Yeah, you really zigzagged,
That's
know?
it.
You had me in the first half, I'm not going to lie.
That's how cults work. You get them in with all the good shit, and then you get revenge.
My moral of the story this week is don't fuck your sibling.
Oh,
don't fuck
cut
your
him
family.
off. Pull his microphone.
Don't fuck your family. Don't you touch that dial.
Who the hell is that?
Don't touch. Don't fuck your family, because if there's ever offspring, the DNA is all fucked up, man.
You definitely don't have babies.
No, you never have. They got the one eye that goes the other way,
Sure,
and then they
sure.
got the crocodile feet. It's crazy.
Okay, you're winning me back over. So you're saying as long as it's two dudes, it should be fine?
No, because the way that science is going, science is so close to being allowed two brothers to have children. We can't take that risk, man.
What's the opposite of dystopian?
We are those guys you hate.
Be kind or we'll have an offspring.
Red circle.
Can you hear it in my voice? Can you hear that I'm a little bit under the weather?
You always sound like you're on the verge of death, so it's hard to tell.
And look like, hi, Tyler. How are you, man?
I'm good, buddy. How you doing?
Doing well. I'm doing well today, even though I'm not on the tippy whippy top of my game. I'm still feeling good. So the world can't pummel that out of me. Lord knows it's tried.
That's great, buddy.
What about you? Anything of interest? I have some wacky things to get into, but let's be real people here for a minute.
Okay. No, not the same for me.
How's your ma?
My ma?
Tyler, I figured out what my problem is with those. Let's get into the zaniness, shall we?
Okay. Let's do it. Right out of the gate.
Right?
Let's do this.
I mean, I asked about your ma. You're giving me nothing.
I know. I apologize.
Maybe we should shut that door. I'm hearing something. Am I crazy? I'm hearing, is it just my insanity? Hold on. I'll fill while you shut the door. Thank you, Tyler. The reason that Tyler shuts the door... The reason that Tyler shuts the door is not because I'm in a position of power. It's because he's in a position of convenience. You know what I mean?
I've got the position of power.
I don't just send him out like an army. All right, Tyler, I figured out my problem with those, those single wheel things that people are using. They stand on the single wheel and they just cut it.
I love those things.
Okay.
So cool.
What about the one with the two wheels that the kids had for a while? They were lighting on fire. You would like lean back and forth on.
Oh, yeah.
What's that called? I always forget. It's not a people mover.
Definitely not a people mover. I
can never remember the name of that.
I can't remember. Not a glide board. A
glide board?
I don't know. I'm trying.
That sounds homoerotic.
You said
in nature.
people mover, okay?
The people mover, I think, is from Disney World, if I have that correct.
I don't know.
Nonetheless, everybody knows what I'm talking about. I have some sort of an inherent problem with that. I don't know what it is, and I'm trying to get down to, like, why do I dislike that? And I think I figured it out.
Okay.
You would think that I would like it. The guy standing on the one wheel, you look like that guy from Twisted Metal. Like, it's so cool, but there's something wrong with it. And what it is that there is nothing to do with your torso. You're just standing there. You're just like waiting for a bus while you're flying 40 miles an hour down the sidewalk. Yeah. You look weird.
It's electric.
You're like... I have a point to make, but boogie woogie woogie, Tyler. I have to do it by law.
I mean, I feel like if you put your torso into it,
look like this.
You'll fall.
Like this. Here, I'll see if I can do it on camera. Okay, so you're flying, but you're like what do you do with your hands?
You stand there and let it propel you forward.
Do you put your hands on your hips?
Sure, if you want to. You can do whatever you want. You could put them out in front of you as if you were a kind of dumb Superman.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Upside down L Superman. But here's my problem, and I don't want to be standing up.
What's going on with you today?
Tyler, I'm trying to make a successful podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I think the issue is that, and I don't want to be judgmental, you look like an asshole. Mm-hmm. You look like an asshole. So that's it. I feel like we got to the bottom of that.
Okay. I'm glad I could be here to support you, buddy. That's wonderful.
Thank you, buddy. You're not giving me a lot to work with.
Nah, you're not giving me a lot to work with.
Okay, let's try this. We've talked many times. There's 3 things that I'm addicted to, Tyler. We've talked about the gym. I'm addicted to the chemicals from the gym. You work out. You're working out now. Have you felt some of that? That runner's high, as it were?
I had it for a little bit, but I've been doing it long enough now where I'm just tired. I kind of need to like slow down a little bit. I'm so tired.
You're pushing yourself too hard, do you think?
My body's just worn out. I'm not giving myself enough rest days. So this week coming up, I'm going to take it a little bit easier.
Okay, and I think that's good to listen to your body like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that it's like I want to keep going. Like I'm scared to like slow down because I feel like I'm going to be
fall out of it.
Fall out of it. But the rest is just as important as the working out. So I got to pay attention
Absolutely.
to that.
I hurt my shoulder, and since I graduated from the yoga teacher training, there's been like 2 weeks where I haven't done it because I'm just trying to rest it up. And it sucks because you feel out of it. You know what I mean? You can see a difference, and that's a bummer. But those chemicals, feeling those chemicals, you felt that before, where everybody's felt that. You run or you do anything and you're just like, oh, at the end of a yoga class, when they're letting you just lie there, that's the greatest moment when you know it's over.
Yeah.
And you can just heal your wounds.
Yeah. And my whole body's shaking a little bit.
Yes. You know, you got to lift up your pelvic floor, Tyler. It's a big part of it. You know what else I realized I was addicted to by losing them is my sunglasses, my sunnies, my sun shields. Yeah.
Yeah. You mean in terms of like protecting you from the sun or protecting you from other people's glares?
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I use, you know that. I wear them inside. I'm that dickhead. I like them forming a shield between me and the outside world.
You wear them at raves, but that's for a different reason.
You don't want me to take them off. They're terrifying. Yes. And I realize, which often happens with these things, once it's gone, and I'm walking around. I was caught in between a rock and a hard place because I didn't have my sunglasses, but also I'm very cheap and I did not want to go spend $150.
Agreed. Yeah, that makes sense.
But I recognize that I do have a little bit of a dependence on it.
Well, it's good that you recognize it. It's something that you can work on. You can pull them off and let people see the insecurity in your eyes.
I wish that guy would put his glasses back on.
Yeah.
My third thing I'm addicted to, ironic twist, soup.
You're a hypocrite.
That's how you do
You're
it.
a hypocrite.
Nobody's been more shocked than me.
You just did
it's a drink. It's a meal. It's everything.
You just did a segment 2 weeks ago about how it's bullshit.
I'm growing, Tyler. I'm growing. I love a nice bisque. I love a nice cream of mushroom. I love a little gazpacho.
Hypocrite.
I'm just, you know what, Tyler? This was actually a test to see if you were paying attention, and you crushed that. That was very good.
Thank you.
Soup can suck my dick. I hate soup.
You're giving me whiplash right now, buddy. Mental and emotional whiplash.
I do like gazpacho, though.
And I
like
stop saying that.
You have anything for...
And I fucking love soup.
Do you love soup?
I'm very much I love the OGs of different things. Like when it comes to cookies, chocolate chip. When it comes to soup, chicken noodle. I like the OGs of the things.
Potato chips, Lay's original.
That's the Cool Ranch. I go off the beat, not off the beat.
But that's not a potato chip. That's a Dorito.
Oh, that's a corn chip. You're absolutely right.
What's your favorite kind of potato chip?
Oh boy, probably
this is like your astrological sign.
Yeah.
This says
in case anybody writes a biography about me later,
you look nervous.
Here you go, buddy.
Oh boy,
I would go salt and vinegar for the potato chip. Love salt and vinegar.
Love that extreme taste, but after a while, it wears you down a little bit.
Yeah, much like eating pineapple. After like the 10th bite, you're like, I think this is starting to negatively affect me.
Salt and vinegar is digesting you. Exactly right.
There you go.
All right. The last thing that I am going to say is Rolfing, Tyler. Have you ever heard of Rolfing?
It sounds familiar, but no, I can't say I know the definition.
Rolfing. Rolfing. Say it.
Rolfing.
That's nice, right? It feels good coming out of the mouth.
It rolls off the tongue.
Hold on.
Sort of. Oh, come on.
Rolfing.
And if you're going to do that, at least get your nose closer to the mic. Like, if you're going to sell it right correctly.
No, that is a producer's heart. You're giving up your ears insanity. I appreciate that. Rolfing, it is, I just heard of it the other day, and I think that it's very interesting. Created by Dr. Ida P. Rolf.
Okay.
How about that?
What is it?
It's this idea of manipulating the body's connective tissues. So in other words, a very deep, some would say painful massage.
Okay.
That if you ask the right people, not only does it help with your posture and help with all the things that normal massage would be beneficial for. Have you ever had a massage?
Yeah. I've had one professional one in my entire life.
The rest of them were just you?
Yeah. Just me rubbing my thighs.
I need you. This supposedly, I've only had one as well. I bought somebody a gift card to a massage they brought me. Great idea. Just a strategy, really. Where it is the idea of it releases stored traumas. Obviously, that's an argued science on both sides, but the idea of it releasing traumatic experiences, things held on to in the body.
Interesting.
Rolfing.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't believe in that. A lot of people don't think that's real.
A lot of people don't believe in a lot of things. I mean, it's just,
I don't know how to respond to that.
you just have to decide what you want to believe in.
I don't believe that.
Are you going to do Rolfing?
I just heard of it. I would love to Rolf.
I really want to do the ice bath, even though it scares the shit out of me.
It is really scary.
Yeah.
We could do it. I'll do it with you.
I would do it.
Okay. We could set it up. You like rent the room for like a half an hour.
All right. Just somewhere quiet where I can cry my eyes out.
You probably should go under for that. The guy had me dip myself all the way under. All right. We're going to Rolf. You want to Rolf?
We could Rolf, I guess.
There's a place down the street. They just opened it up. Top Rolf. I won't do that anymore. I swear.
Ryan warned me ahead of the show. He made a corny joke just like that and said, "That's where my brain is today." So
you know what it is?
Bringing you A game.
I went to the gym and I we'll bleep that.
Whoa.
But I know I
Whoa.
and it just gets me in a playful mood. You know what I mean?
Yeah, gotcha.
I am activating my pelvis. Why don't we activate the show? Rolfing.
I heard you.
It's fun. Oh. I would give that a shot. Would you? Yeah, you don't like being hurt.
Nah. I mean, in certain instances, I would let
Gross.
you do it, and then you could report back to me.
Oh, I thought you meant me do it to you.
No. Absolutely not.
I'd be the last one, huh?
I would need a professional.
Okay.
I
will go for my Rolfing license. Check and check.
I would let you be the guinea pig.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't think we're allowed to say that anymore.
Why? What are guinea pigs gypsies now? Is that what it is? Nobody is getting mad at
Have you stopped recording?
for saying gypsy.
Tyler, I'm trying to protect you right now.
They're always on the move. How are they gonna catch up to
Wait,
you?
do I hear clinging in the background? I love a gypsy.
Me too. They don't love you back though.
Nah, that's the problem with the gypsy, you know?
Yeah.